Hello guys, I trust you all doing fine. My name is Kofi Frederick, well known as a Supreme on this digital space, and we are continuing with our 3D test series. And in this particular tutorial, you are going to be surprised that we are going to use our smartphone to design something just like this. Unlike the previous ones where we will be adding copying text and all that, this one we are just going to use a single text, but then we are going to achieve this nice looking 3D test design. As I said earlier on, we are going to apply all this in designing. Okay, so please follow me closely to know all the tricks and secrets of using your smartphone to come up with good designs. Guys, let's get straight into it. So I'm going to go to default, and then as usual I'm going to edit this text, and then I'm going to first write divine. Alright, so guys, in 3D test, the longer the test, the more your work looks one way or the other not catchy. You get the point. Yeah, 3D tests are best when it is used for short tests. Okay, yeah, so you make sure that you don't add all. Let's say I could have bring the divine shift, I could have made it something like this, but then that is not going to give a meaning to our work. Okay, this is not going to give a meaning to our work, and it is as if you are not, you don't know what you are doing. You get it? So the font I used was Akira. So let me quickly no, Akira. You can get it on that phone, so you could see the effect. So the longer the text, the more your 3D looks one way or the other something else. Okay, so you have to make sure that since we are going to use one text for it, we're just going to delete this one, and then we work on this. Okay, so once we are done with this, we can just copy and then edit it with the shift. Okay, so guys, so we have to bring in our color palette. Okay, so as usual we go to the polygonal tool here, then we visit our import button, then we bring in our this is it. All right, so our color palette is ready, so we're just going to hide it as we always do, and then we select this text and make sure that we center it properly. We're going to do everything accordingly. Then we move straight to color. Then of course we are going to use a gradient again, so we tap on gradient. So I have the gradients already, but then I'll still move ahead to show you how it was achieved. So I'll tap on the plus sign here, and then starting from this particular side, I'll tap on the peg and then the color bucket, then the color picker, and I'll select this shade of yellow. Okay, this one instead. Okay, oh my gosh. So I'll move this one to the middle part and tap on the color bucket, and then I'll select this shade of yellow. Okay, and then for the last part I'll add a peg by tapping on the plus and then the color picker, and I'll select this shade. Okay, all right, so in all we're going to have something like this. So let me just bring this way, bring this one closer, and bring that closer as well. Tap on OK, and we'll be having something like this waiting for us. All right, so we will now go ahead to inner shadow. Okay, we'll come to inner shadow and enable it. Once we enable the blur radius, we're going to move it to 0, and we offset in the x-axis by 1 and apply 2 to the y-axis, so 1 2, something like this. And then moving ahead, we tap on the plus sign here, okay. Then we're going to select this particular color. Let me come. So we're going to select this color, okay, this one, okay, and then we move it to this side, okay, almost white but then not white, something like a pale color. Then we tap on OK, and I think this is okay for us. So this is what we are having now. So the next thing that we are going to do is to tap on it again and go to stroke. We tap on the stroke and enable stroke for it. I will leave the stroke weight at 4, and what I'm going to do is to tap on the gradient, okay, gradient. We're going to use the gradient for that stroke, and this is the gradient I use. You see how popping it is. So let me just begin from a default page and show you how it was achieved. You tap on the plus sign as usual, and then you tap on this particular, we're starting from this side, okay. Then you tap on your color. You're going to use this yellow color, and then we move this one closer, and then we use this brown, okay. So guys, you need to explore more, okay, explore more of the color combinations, okay. We tap on the plus sign again, move it to the middle, and then we change color to yellow, and then we add more peg, we change color to brown, we add more peg, change color to yellow, and then we change the last color to brown. Alright, so let's position them well. Alright, so guys, this was how that particular gradient was achieved. So you go ahead and tap on OK, and as you can see, it's popping already. So we tap on the check mark, and now the last thing that we are going to do is to enable the 3D. Please always follow the step that I'm taking you through, okay. Yeah, so you don't have to jump the process, okay, unless you are not going to get the required results, okay, or your expected results. So now we come to 3D test, and then we tap on it and enable, as you can see. So I'm going to reduce the depth a bit, something like 8 or 9 is okay, but let me leave it at this side. And then I'll come to darken, I'll reduce it because I want to have a feel of the gold edges, okay. And then rotation, x rotation, I'm going to rotate it to somewhere 20, okay, 20. And then simulate lightening, let me turn it off. Okay, so let me turn it on. I think since it's not giving problems to you, see, sometimes when the simulate lightning is on, it gives some kind of glitches to your test, okay, but we can't see any of it here. So we can now rotate so that we can have a feel of the light effect, okay. So something like this is okay. You can increase the intensity, and then the hardness, we can reduce it a bit, okay. Yeah, something like this is okay, and we go ahead and tap on the check mark. So guys, this is how I came up. Then we can now copy this test, okay, copy, edit, then we can add the shift, okay, shift. So I was supposed to have finished this stuff before. So we come to shadow. As I said, every 3D has to cast a shadow. Okay, the blur radius to somewhere 5. Then 1 2 1 2 3. Okay, then we apply same to this. 1 2 1 2 3. Then we can now position it properly at center. Guys, look at what I'm doing. Okay, so let's bring this down. All right, then we can select both like this and then position it properly like this. Then we can go ahead and in the course of designing we are going to add the stuffs. Okay, so this was the background that I used. Okay, this was the background, so I just used a square, this one 1:1 ratio, and I cropped it this way, and then I put it here. Let's position this at center, then send it to back. Guys, you can see how it is popping. It's easy to achieve anything at all with your smartphone, provided you sit and learn the right way. So guys, this is how far we've come with this particular 3D test. I can see that you guys are loving it already. So see you in the next tutorial. Once again, my name is Kofi Frederick, one known as a Supreme on this piece. Thank